Hi everybody, welcome back to Mage Dark Ages with me, Sid, and I've been busy since the update. For starters, you'll notice there is nothing up here except for a barrel of salt, which I need to get rid of. I honestly can't imagine I'll ever need that. And the stuff from, what's that, Chris or Paul? I don't know, completely forgotten now. Sorry guys. Anyway, so what oh, there's Chris. Just signed on already. So I've been busy. Let me show you. We've got our bedroom done. That's all relocated down here. I've got a couple of traveller's gear armor racks ready for when I want to decorate. And yeah, this is just our little kind of bedroom down here. But across the other side here, I have built myself my workroom. So I've got built-in wall of furnaces. We've got crafting tables. We have got all of our alchemical stuff. I've changed my storage over to alchemical chests, the biggest one, so there's a stack of diamonds there, and I've labelled it all up. And over here we've got a section going down. I haven't finished the tunnel, obviously, as you can tell, and this is going out to what is going to be my underwater build, because if you recall, I was saying what should I build, and I decided to do every suggestion. So that's that. Now over at the where are we? The Botania area. Done a little bit more sprucing up the slimy farm. I've taken out an awful lot of stuff up here, and you'll see what. So that's now starting to look a little bit more complete. I've put a mana spreader and mana pool down there as well, just to collect the little bit that does occur. And this is out under the Botania area, Botania area, for want of a better word. So I've got sparks on here. That one up there is now recessive, so this is now filling 9 mana pools from that system. Obviously we got that down here. I brought this down. We got our pure daisy, and today I want to automate the rune production. So I've got most of what I need together. Just let me double check what I've got. I'm trying to do this from memory because it's not my design. It's actually designed by Riskables. I'll stick a link to his channel in the description. But I'll be back in a mo. So okay, right. I think we got most of what we need together. So what we've got, 5x5 area. To get a more in-depth instructional video on how to build this, as I say, watch Riskables' video. He does it step by step. I'm going to be kind of, how do I say this, bouncing around a bit like a loon, shall we say. I'm just going to illuminate around the edges so I can remove this. That one will have to move in a moment because obviously we're going to have to get mana into it. So we've got a dispenser in the floor, and we're going to stick a wand of the forest in there. So I made a spare one, that's going in. That is going to activate the, where are you, the Rune of Winter. Thusly. So we are then going to need a hovering hourglass, some redstone, some repeaters, some comparators. Yeah, that should do us for starters. And we're going to place our hourglass here. We're going to stick a little bit of redstone here. That's going to activate the dispenser, and we're going to put a repeater here, and that is going to be on 4 ticks. Then we're going to take our building blocks. I'm using this marble just to keep things nice and clean, and we are going to come up like so. So we've got a little stairway up, and then, and you can tell this is not my design because it's actually clever. We're going to have that going there, not one there, we're going to have one here. And the reason for that will become apparent in a moment. We then want 3 redstone torches. Let me grab some sticks. I've got plenty of sticky sticks there. I might as well grab those hoppers while we're at it. And I'm just trying to keep my inventory semblance of clean, shall we say. I know it's probably never going to work, but so 3 redstone torches across there. We're going to have an open crate here, dropping onto the altar, and the redstone signal here basically will tell the open crate any hopper hocks in the area not to pick up items this drops for 10 seconds. So that signal needs to be on all the time. So we're just going to bridge over that like so. And that's our first little portion. We're going to take our redstone comparator and we're going to place that there, here. So while this is crafting, it will output a signal of 1. So we're going to need to put some redstone in here and then a repeater here and here. So that will give us a signal out when it's crafting, so we can turn things on and off. Now let me try and remember what the hell we had next. We had hoppers. So I'm trying to do this from memory. If I get stuck, I will go back and consult the video. So those will lock the hoppers there. That's all good. We will have, let me get some chests going here. I'm going to use an alchemical chest. Now, obviously in vanilla Botania you can't use this, just for the additional storage, basically. And that is going to be where we put our crafting ingredients. On this side, we are going to have our living rock. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, you know that moment where you just kind of go, I have got no idea what I was just about to say there. So we need to bring the signals up. We're going to need to make a hopper hock and a daffodil as well. So let us just have a look at those. Hopper hock is rune of air, redstone root, and some grey petals. Now I think I have a rune of air already made. I do. Petals, grey, black. I'm going to need some more petals, aren't I? Grey and light grey. You are light grey. I need some grey then. So we're going to go tripping through the countryside, and we're going to go and try and find some grey flowers. I've got light grey. What we need is grey. You are not even Botania. You are Pam's Gardens. If I were a grey flower, where would I be hiding? There's going to be some out here somewhere. All we have to do is find them. And at some point we're going to have to come up with a... You are... grey. Excellent. We'll just grab a handful of those while we're out. Grey, grey, and grey. Gimme. Grey. There we go. Right, so the other thing we need is redstone root. Now redstone root, if I recall correctly, is redstone and long grass. So while we're here, we'll whip out our shears and grab ourselves a few bits of grass. That should keep us ticking. Right. So redstone root is just that and that. That's all we need. We only need the one. And I will get rid of the mandrake and the belladonna seeds because I don't need those at all. Yeah, because for me, one of the biggest, most horrendous pains in the backside is crafting these runes, and you always need loads of them. So having a system where you can preload it with a whole load of ingredients and just fire and forget. Oh, I'm going to need you as well, aren't I? Gimme. Right. Fortunately now the petal apothecary is not so well. Having a wood source isn't so critical because we've got this fella here. Bonk. Right, hopper hock. Let me have a look. Grey, mana, light grey mana. Okay, so let me do that. Just throw one of those in there and put those in there. Get a couple of those and throw one of those in there. And then it should be so that, and that. What am I missing? Oh, Rune of Air. Thank you. So there's a Hopper Hock. That's the first thing we need. Now the other thing we need is a Daffodil. And the reason for this will become apparent. So a Daffodil is a bloody Rune of Air. White. I don't even know if I've got any of these. Let me go and grab myself some bits and pieces to do this, and I'm going to need to make a Rune of Air as well, which means I'm going to need to borrow a mana spreader from somewhere. Yeah, leave that with me. I'll be back. Alright, I've got everything I think now, and I've also just quickly consulted with Riskables video, just to make sure that I am not barking up the wrong tree. Let me just, I don't like raw dirt sat doing nothing, so let us just do that. I've added a mana pool here. This is the one with the alchemy catalyst underneath from up there, so that is now pulling mana at the same time as all of these, so that should fill automatically. And let me just pump you there, and we're going to stick a block here. Now that is going to have, let me get this right, I think it was a bit of redstone on the top and a redstone torch on the side. Yes, that seems correct. I can't remember whether that had that or not. Then we're going to stick our Daffodil down, and we are going to use the, if I can get you into, out of, should be able to see. Which way are you facing? Why am I not getting that visual? We should be getting, let me just take you out a second. So I would say that it is blowing that way. Let's find out. Where did that redstone torch go? Redstone torch gone somewhere. Which way did it go? Where? Oh, it's there. So it is facing that way. That's good. So what this will do is, when this is cooking, it will turn the Daffodil. When this is off, aka when this is not cooking, the Daffodil will be off, and when it stops cooking and the thing pops off, it will be on. I think that kind of. And apparently we need a block here, and this is just to stop, because apparently sometimes a rune flies straight up and just then it ends back up in the altar. This is to stop that happening. The Daffodil will blow the rune off when it's finished. Yeah, and you know, stop it happening like that. That kind of is a pretty crap explanation, John. Well done. But from here we're going to go and we're going to come up like so. I think that is, that's right, isn't it? Yes. And we want to stick another redstone torch here. And basically this, once we've got the redstone running down it, we'll lock that hopper when the machine is not cooking again, so it stops it dropping the living wood. Now I also should have in here, I tell you, my explanation is nowhere near as good as Riskables on this, so as I say, do check it out. We're going to pop a little thing on there, and we are going to put, I could do with more living rock actually. How much have I got? Just this at the moment. But I have got plenty more to go, so let me just leave that running, and we'll go and stick a bit of living rock over in the hopper here. So this basically, we need one of those just to go there. So that will tell the hopper hock to put living rock in there. And then I think I should have somewhere in my pack, I should have a chest. I do. I got 2 chests, in fact. Anything that's not living rock will go into that chest. And then I think the last things we need are, we need to pop that there, and a bit of redstone over there, and finally a lever here. When that's on, you can see now that is not. Why so? Oh, because that's locked as well, isn't it? So when that's on, basically I can put my ingredients into this and it won't do anything. When you switch it off, it will do its thing and everything will be good and happy, I believe. And I think, if I'm correct, that is everything we need. Now what we could do with is more living rock for starters, and I'm going to need to get the ingredients together for some runes. So let me just do that and we will give this a test run. Okay, there is one thing I haven't done, and that is I haven't put the sand into this. Now this will put this onto a 1 second delay, so you can see that's running. Annoying click, unfortunately. This is of course the downside to this, using a dispenser, but there you go. So let's lock this, and I am going to do let me do like that. Now you can, the idea of having the bigger chest on there is we can put more in. So I want to do 5 runes of fire, 5 sets of runes of fire. So just drag them down, and the recommendation is to, at the end of each one, put a living rock, and that will just kind of form a natural break. So if you were doing this there, you could again do 3, 4, 5 and put a break there, so you can get what we got, 5, 9. You could do 18 runs out of this. So you can see that is dropping living rock. So let us turn that off, and what you should see is it's going in there, and it automatically starts. It should do its thing. Eventually. Now I'm wondering whether if I had, I'm going to just try this, whether we can stick a lever next to the hourglass to turn that off, because if we can, that will make life distinctly easier. But basically, once this is finished cooking, that will go over there, Hopper Hock will pick it up and repeat. And what we should see over here is, oh, I might need a smaller area. Hopper Hock is picking up from up there. There's an unexpected thing going on there, which is just the it's picking up those basically. So I need to, I wonder whether I use a small miniature. A miniature Hopper Hock might be the answer to this. But you can see that's completely automatic. It's doing its thing. And eventually we should have 15 runes of fire. And you could mix and match your runes up in there. It doesn't have to be all the same, and all working wonderful. So it's got 2 left to do. Now naturally if you stick a Gaia spreader on there it'll be faster, if we stick a potency lens on there it will be quicker, and so on and so forth. Now as I say, I just want to... Doesn't seem to have picked any more up, which is good. Interesting. Let's go up there and just have a look what's going on while that's cooking. So there's definitely still dropping them. And this mana system is working really well actually. I really am pleased with it. However, I have got a plan for a slightly more powerful mana system, which will not be... It won't be completely automatic, but it will be something where we can stock it and generate large amounts of mana fairly easily. So I'm going to go and start pulling those together. Check how long I've been recording as well. Let this finish actually before we do that, and if we've got time I'm going to throw that together as well, because I'd like to move on and do some other magic mods. I just wanted to get a basic infrastructure in. Yeah, so that's finished. So question. No. We take the sand out of it though, and just leave that there. That stops the annoying clicking sound. And yeah, everything should be good. We should have some more living rock up there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That works really well. So as I say, check out the video in the description. It does this plus a whole load of other useful videos. So let me go and start throwing some stuff together and I will be right back with you. Okay, I'm not sure whether I'm going to have time to actually do this at 22 minutes, but I've run this. Right, let's start blah 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 blah. Let me try that again. I've figured out the coal picking up problem. I've popped the ender chest here that we put the coal into the system with, and I've told this to only accept coal blocks. So if this picks coal blocks up to go in there, if it picks up living rock, it goes in there, and everything else goes in here. And I've run all of the basic runes. Now I need to make a Rune of Winter. That's cake, wool, 2 snow, water and earth. And the same system will work exactly the same for this as it will for all the normal runes. So we can, I'm only going to do one, put it back onto ticking, turn you back off, and here we go, we're on Rune of Winter. I've also put a potency lens on the front of this just to speed it up. So we should see that this takes virtually no time at all. And we can take you out, pop you down, and the world should be a good and happy place. Now the reason we need that, and I'm going to need a couple of diamonds for starters. We need a Rune of Gluttony, which is 2 mana diamonds, a fire and a Rune of Winter. So Rune of Winter and a fire, and we'll just pop over here and go grab those. We can come back here, lock it. Now I think if you've got the sand out, I don't think it's actually a print. In fact, let me just try this. 2 mana diamonds, that and that. Yeah, without the sand in. So if you take the sand out of the timer, it's not an issue. And we should see that this again goes fairly quickly. I think we get 2 runes of gluttony for this. So, and once that's done, gets picked up, take the sand out, world is good. So you could get rid of that lever should you wish to, if you're taking the sand out, because if you're like me and can't stand the sound of that. Now the reason I want the Rune of Gluttony is for this bad boy, the Cakemerus, and I'm going to want 4 of these. I'm going to need to do that again, but we're going to use Cakemerus and is it the Poly? No, it's not. It's the Rep. I can't remember how you pronounce the name. Hang on, let me get the book. Get the book. Oh, drop the book. Get the book. We want functional flora, and I want the... Where are you? Ran up. There we go. This fella. Now he needs a Rune of Earth. He's fairly straightforward. But my plan, and I'll probably do this on stream tonight actually, my plan is to use a system smaller but similar to this to drop cakes. The cakes are fairly straightforward. They're in my AE system and they cost 360 each, so 1 diamond should get me a substantial amount of them. 4 Cakemerus feeding into this system, and we should be pretty much, I say feeding, I mean look at that, we're almost at enough mana to make, well, we've probably got enough mana to make half a suit of what's it, Terra Steel armour, should we wish to. I'm not going to. I'm going to stick with my good old Mage armour. Oh, incidentally, that's interesting. Let's have a look. The skills have reset for some reason. So we've got a little bit about Infusion, but we haven't got the actual thing. I've tried setting the server to unlock that, and it's not playing ball, shall we say. Infusion. No, it is. I'm fairly certain it's an Infusion thingy-mabobby hoojum-flop. I've just got to find it. Is it armor infusion table? Maybe. I'm going to spell it in American format, of course. There we go. The armor imbuement table. 2 crafting altars, obsidian, and an enchantment table. Well, that's easy enough. Obsidian. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need a book. We're going to need a couple of diamonds. So that, and that will give us the enchanting table. We're going to need 2 crafting altars, which is stone, and that's unfortunately over here. So we might as well get that done, because that is that'll finish us off neatly, and we can do the Cakemerus setup, as I say, on stream before we move on. So I need a couple of you, and that will give me those. And I just need a bit of carpet, of all things. Carpet. There we go. And we'll do that. Where's my obsidian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know what happened to that. Must have put it somewhere. You know how I am. I just kind of put things down and then forget where I've put them. So the first level of armor imbuements is not overly impressive. Bearing in mind you can enchant these as well at the same time. So we'll stick my armor imbuement table down here, and we will stick my helmet in. So I could take burnout reduction bonus. I could take Magitech goggle integration. That's probably what I will take. Mana regen and pinpoint ores using a warded candle. So we're going to integrate that there. Now this one we've got reduction, flicker law, mana regen bonus, or soulbound. Flicker lore, because I want to have a play with those at some point in the future. Step assist. Step assist. Step assist. Let me just put that back on here a second. I can't remember whether I have. Obviously, I have it if I'm wearing my belt, but I'm also, if I'm wearing my belt, I'm running around at like 17 billion miles an hour, and I don't have step assist. So maybe step assist built into the armor might not be a bad thing. Yeah, I think we'll take step assist. Oh, getting lost. And so we'll have, that was soulbound. I'm not really worried. I don't intend to die very often, so. And then finally, run speed bonus, mana regen, or burnout. Now I am going to go for burnout reduction, I think. But you can see the next tier are things like physical damage, so that's, then we can do for, specific damage. Then you get things like water walking, light step, freedom of movement, fall protection on the boots. But these are, I think it's level 30, something like about level 41. All sorts of nice things on the lava fire protection, probably there. And you get the same thing, and then you got healing, life saving, bonus magic XP or recoil. And the last one here is Thormic Vision, Thorncraft required, and that's where I'll be going with that without absolutely any shadow of a doubt once we've got it fully augmented. But now you can see, look, I can actually see the with the Magitech goggles integration, I can look at devices and see exactly what they've got, which is very useful indeed. 2,500, that's empty. So yeah, that's a useful addition. Anyway, I think on that note, I still haven't got a place up here to put a transmutation table yet. I'm still trying to work that one out, how to get an odd numbered multi-block into an even numbered space. That's going to be a bit of a pain, to say the least. But yeah, so until the live stream tonight, I think, you know, that will probably do us. I think we've got most of the stuff down here that we want to. I could do with getting these automatically filling with mana. That's the word I was looking for. But that really works well, and as I say, do check out the video for that. I'll put the link in the description, and his other Botania videos. He's got some very, very good technical Botania automation videos which only use Botania and vanilla, and it's some of them, you know, it doesn't take a massive leap in faith to realise, well, if we stick a huge chest on there, we can put in a whole load of jobs, yada yada. So yeah, I think on that note, we'll call it a day. I'll just go briefly down here. I just want to see how much, if any, mana this has generated in its current state of I'm not working very well. Yeah, it's very little. We definitely need to get the things lit up around the area, but yeah, on the whole, making progress. So until next time, see you soon, and bye.